Snipers, you have to see what's happening. The Bitcoin price this Sunday as our weekly candle just opened up. Brand new week, 3-day weekend, by the way, which means that in observance of 4th of July tomorrow, the equity markets are closed. There's a lot to discuss today, Snipers. Let's dive straight into the charts with Bitcoin inside of the symmetrical triangle. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support this content. So we got what we wanted, which was we don't have ascending sell pressure anymore. This is what we've been waiting for. Because if we continue to see more sell pressure, the likelihood Bitcoin was ready to test 17,204 to form a lower low was on the table. But now this scenario is a lot less likely on the weekend. And what's more likely is for Bitcoin to do what the S&P 500 has done, which is get back above its monthly open for Bitcoin sitting at $20,000. And so let's say Bitcoin does end up at the midpoint of this market structure inside of the symmetrical triangle. By the time Tuesday opens up for equity markets, check this out. The S&P 500, Snipers, has a bullish divergence with price action forming lower lows, the MACD forming a higher low. If we can see a nice green open on Tuesday after this extended weekend, that could be a very positive catalyst for Bitcoin because right now the major resistance is $21,000. It's not the $19,798 level anymore. That was the 2018 previous all-time high. It would be nice to see Bitcoin back above that before equity markets open up. But the major resistance is 21,000, where we have confluence with the market structural resistance and the weekly open, which is going to be the previous weekly open. So the next 7 days, 21,000 will be significant. Why is this breakout going to be important? Well, if we see 21,000 break hourly and 4-hour candle confirmations, then that justifies Bitcoin getting towards $26,000, where the 50-day moving average could be magnetic to attract price in this area. And this would be the bullish case that we'd like to see, Bitcoin breaking right through 24,000 straight to that 50-day moving average around 26,000. That's only on the table if we can see some strength in the equity markets on Tuesday. So right now for the downside and the bearish scenario, 18,600 still very important. Currently, the low for this higher low inside of the symmetrical triangle, if we break that low, 17,204 comes on the table and even potentially a further downside scenario. But check this out, Snipers. What we want to monitor more importantly for the earliest confirmation is Bitcoin does SPY chart. As long as we don't see this form new lows, there's no justification for Bitcoin to actually continue further down right now with S&P 500 yet to form any lower lows. But if we break this major support, this recent low on the Bitcoin against SPY, then that will throw that scenario off the table. And then regardless of what the S&P 500 does, Bitcoin could still see some downside because that would assume continuation of this transitionary zone for Bitcoin against the S&P 500 showing more weakness. But we're getting what we want with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart closing its week above 53,500 Satoshis. That's exactly what we want to see. On-chain analytics looking really good with Bitcoin wallets holding at least one Bitcoin, showing the fastest and highest increase ever since March of 2020, also hitting new all-time highs. That's a very positive sign of market adoption. And so a lot happening, Snipers. I think it's very important to watch over the next 24 hours how Bitcoin reacts to this extended weekend. But on Tuesday, we want to see equity markets open up strong to assume that we can have that upside scenario on the table for Bitcoin. Let's continue to monitor price. And I will wrap up with this, Snipers. Ethereum right now inside of the range with a resistance of 1165 and a support of $909. That's the range that Ethereum is playing in. We want to break above 1165 to assume that we could see some strength, but just realize that we're sitting at this monthly open for Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin. And so Ethereum is showing slightly more strength against Bitcoin right now. That's actually not a bad thing for the markets. It's the first indicator of the fear getting away from the altcoin markets, which will also help Bitcoin with those potential upside scenarios. So it's good to see fear waning off with that Ethereum to Bitcoin chart showing some strength. So let's see what happens. We don't want to break the symmetrical triangle once again. And if we can break out of this 21,000, that could be a straight shot to 26,000. And we'll continue to monitor this. It wouldn't be a surprise for Bitcoin to get back above 20,000 before equity markets open up on Tuesday because most markets like the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 already closed the week at the monthly open or above the monthly open. And so that would be the most likely scenario, I'd say. I'm just very glad that we don't have this ascending sell pressure continuing. That's the most positive thing that I could find on the charts. And with that, thank you all snipers for tuning into the channel today. If you appreciate this content, smash the like button and have an amazing 4th of July and Independence Day, celebrating with friends and family. If you don't celebrate, still enjoy your Monday. And with that, happy Sunday, snipers. Thank you all for tuning into the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I couldn't do this without you, and I will see you guys next time, snipers.